Hey guys, welcome back. Today's video is going to be another one of my reviving old eyeshadow palettes videos. I have a whole playlist of these videos. They are just get ready with me's using older palettes because palettes get forgotten about pretty quickly. Today's palette is the Natasha Denona Glam palette. It's actually not that old. This came out sometime last year and I bought it, I think around Black Friday of 2020. But it's crazy to think how many palettes Natasha Denona has come out with since then. She's come out with the Retro, the Mini Xenon, several more. So kind of interesting. But yeah, I thought I would do this today. I've done a few other looks with my other Natasha Denona palettes. It's probably my favorite eyeshadow formula. So I do plan on adding in more Natasha Denona videos. And yeah, let us know if you have this palette. What are your favorite looks with it? If you want to see the other videos in the Reviving Old Palette series, check out the playlist. I will link that. Products will be listed in the description box. First, can I just please show you my fall nails and my Halloween, hold on, I have to turn around, my Halloween mug, okay? I am in the October spirit. I've had this mug maybe since I was in high school or college. I have no idea, but I love it so much. And yes, I will list my nail polishes down below. I just did these dots and I thought it turned out pretty cute. So yeah, let's just get started. Alrighty, and I do like to watch Natasha Denona's tutorials on her YouTube channel, and something she does a lot that I don't usually do is she starts with darker colors and then blends lighter ones over those. So I thought I would try that. Let's just go with the shade Smoke. I'm gonna kind of use that in the outer corner with the Sigma E25. This really is a beautiful palette, I must say. I love this one quite a bit. I need to use it more. I also love the bronze palette. I did do a look with that one, and I do want to get the Retro. I know I keep saying that, but now that we know when the VIB sale is, I'm kind of gonna try to wait for that. So, haven't decided how smoky I want to go with this look, but I think fairly smoky is what I'm thinking. And yeah, I mean, I think this formula is great. I don't have a lot of cool tones in my collection. I do also have the Anastasia Sultry palette and the Milani Soft and Sultry palette. Those are kind of my other cool neutral palettes. And I do like those a lot. And they're definitely not identical to this palette. But there definitely are similarities. I much prefer the Natasha Denona formula though over Anastasia. Sad though that Milani discontinued that palette though, because that's a really good one. So let's try to blend this out. I guess let's use the shade she calls Blend. And I know that was like a big thing when this palette came out, that she was kind of labeling this like that. And I personally don't really like that, to be honest. I mean, you can do whatever you want with makeup. Yeah, and obviously, yeah, like one of these that's called Transition, for a lot of people, that would be way too light. So I prefer when eyeshadows just have names of, you know, whatever, like other stuff like her palettes have, but is what it is. I just, you know, mostly ignore it and do what I was gonna do anyway. So, although I am using the shade called Blend to blend. But yeah, let us know. I have to say, these mid-size palettes from Natasha Denona, I really think they're the way to go. They're $65, but you get quite a few eyeshadows. Her mini palettes are good, but I just don't really reach for mini palettes all that often, so I stopped buying those. I just get more use out of a bit of a larger palette, so, but that's just me. Okay, gonna go with this darkest shade called Lash Line, and just, I will say the mattes are really good in this palette, but it excels in the metallic and shimmer shades. They are just, they're really amazing in this palette. They really are. So I'm gonna try, okay, this one called Crease. It's a bit more cool toned. I'm gonna try to blend this a little bit more with that shade. Not to keep talking about my nails, but I really love how this turned out. I've been having so much fun experimenting with nail polish. So yes, that's what I've been doing in my free time lately. Let's go with some of the shimmers. Like I said, these definitely make the palette and they are all beautiful. I mean, honestly, you could put on 2 or 3 of these shimmers and not even use any mattes and it would look great. So, so many options. I really love all of these. I guess let's go with this one that says Center Eyelid. This one has a bit of a pink to it, and I will say this shade is a little bit similar to, there's a pink type shade in the Anastasia Sultry palette. They are similar, but I do have to say I prefer, like I said, I prefer the Natasha Denona formula over Anastasia. So, all right, we'll just go with this here. Yeah, this shade is beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. This may be one of my favorite colors in the whole palette. It's just really, really nice. I like it a lot. And yeah, and I was excited. I'm planning to do a VIB sale recommendations video. I haven't done one in a while, and I figure since I'm actually probably planning on getting some things, I plan on filming that. So stay tuned for that. Hopefully that'll be in the next few days. Okay, a little bit more. Oh my gosh. Yeah, I could just sit here and add these shimmers all day long. They are beautiful. So, this one that she calls Brow Bone, I'm gonna go with that like here. Personally, I don't like the way I look with a shimmery brow bone highlight. I just don't think it looks good on me. I used to do it all the time, and then I looked back at pictures of myself and I didn't find it flattering on myself, but I know that a lot of people like it, so you know, we should all do what works for us, but I don't look good with a shimmery brow bone highlight. Oh, but yeah, gosh, I love this palette. I really do. And every time I use my Natasha Denona palettes, I'm like, yeah, this is my favorite formula. I love other brands for sure. Like, I mean, BH Cosmetics is amazing, and I love my Urban Decay palettes, but there's something about these Natasha Denona shadows that I just really, really love. So I actually like this look as it is. I think I'm just gonna do a bit more blending, clean up the fallout, and I'll be back. Alrighty, I really like how this eye look turned out. I didn't do any winged liner. I put on my Rare Beauty primer, and I mixed the AOA Satin Foundation with the NYX Bear With Me Tinted Skin Veil. They're both in project pans, and mixing the AOA with the NYX helps the color because the AOA one is a little bit too light for me. So yes, loving this eye look. Oh my gosh. These metallics are amazing. I am so into them. Oh, I finished Midnight Mass on Netflix. I was going to tell you guys that because a few of you guys recommended that I watch it. Very interesting, very interesting. I will say it's more like interesting. It's not really scary per se, but I thought it was really good and I definitely enjoyed it. But it wasn't quite as like Halloween-y as I would like, but it was definitely good and I did really enjoy that. So, all right, concealer. I think I'm gonna just use the same 2 concealers I've been using because they're in projects, and yeah, CoverGirl and the Too Faced. Okay. I will say it's a nice combo. It really is. Pretty much use that every single day. My Ulta points order did come in. So I'm trying to figure out if I'm gonna do like a separate haul for that or wait till the Sephora sale. I don't know. We'll see what I have time to film. Okay. I want to use the Charlotte Tilbury Spotlight Wand liquid highlighter. I really do like this. This isn't a project pan. I just mentioned I don't love this packaging. It's very messy. Even though it has this like closure thing on it, it's still, oh yeah, it's made a mess, but it's fine. I like the actual product itself. It's really, really pretty highlighter. Yep. I like it. Alrighty. Still using the Charlotte Tilbury powder because this is in a project pan and I did repress this. It's pretty tightly pressed, I will say. I feel like I did a decent job. Alrighty. And then under eyes, of course. Bare Minerals Mineral Veil. Wouldn't use anything else. Reblend this concealer. My skin is a bit dry today. I mentioned a couple months ago that I did finally start prescription tretinoin for anti-aging purposes, which I did get prescribed through a dermatologist, and I was using it only once or twice a week. Obviously at first you're supposed to start out slow, but the last week I finally feel like, and I started in August, and I finally just now feel like I wanted to take it very slowly. I didn't want to peel or anything, and I did use it 2 nights in a row, and I think it's fine. My skin isn't really flaking or anything, but I took it very slow as I was instructed to do, but I'm very, very excited that I'm finally using prescription tretinoin versus I've been using various over-the-counter retinols for many, many years. I'm going to use the Charlotte Tilbury Film Star Bronze and Glow. I'm going to do a little contour. Maybe I'll just use this as bronzer too. I feel like I can use it for both. It's pretty neutral. It's not that cool toned. So we'll just go with that. Okay. This is a really nice shade. I have to say this product, I have had this for so long. I think I bought it at the end of 2018. And obviously I've used it a ton, that I've hit pan on both sides. It's still really, it works well. What can I say? I'm going to use my Buxom blush in Seychelles. I bought this at the Ulta 21 Days of Beauty. I talked about it. I've talked about it in several videos. I talked about it in a favorites video. I really like this blush. These were really hyped up for a while, and I put on a lot, but I like blush, and this is a very neutral shade, and I feel like this color would look good with pretty much any makeup look just because it is so neutral. This highlighter looks so nice. I feel like I don't even really need powder highlighter, but I might just put a little bit on just so that it stays in place, but that glow looks so nice. I really like it. I'm gonna just put on a little bit of my Pixie highlighter. I'm gonna go with this side. Just like barely anything. I'm like barely putting anything on, but oh man, that liquid highlighter It is beautiful. So finishing powder, I'm gonna go with Hourglass Luminous Light. Oh my gosh, there's a bunch of powder. This always happens to me. There's always like a bunch of powder and stuff on my chair. I am very, very messy. I wipe off my makeup table like once a week, and it's crazy how much like powder gets stuck on there, and ugh, it's pretty gross. But yeah, I try to wipe it off once a week, and also my makeup mirror gets like completely coated. By the end of the week, I'm like, I can't really see what I'm doing, and then I'm like, oh yeah, it's completely covered in makeup. I know, I'm probably a bit too messy, but you know, can't help it. All right, lower lash line. So gonna go with this brush. This is the shading brush from this brand Kala. This is from the Shop Miss A website. I really like it. I'm gonna mix these two right there. Okay. They blend very easily. A little bit more, and then I do want to put some of the darker brown too. I'm excited to use one of the shades on the inner corner because, like I said, I love the metallics in this palette. Definitely my favorite part of this palette. Okay, a little bit with the darkest brown. A little bit there. Maybe a little more. Okay, much better. I mean, if we're gonna go smoky, let's just do it. I had a lot of fun in my last Reviving Old Palettes video using the Jaclyn Hill palette, I have to say. That's still a good palette. I like it. What can I say? I really, really liked that look. All right, time for inner corner. And I think I'm gonna use, so many options. This one here called Center Eyelid. And just gonna do this. So pretty. A little bit more. Yep, I'm a fan. All right, I'm gonna do lips, mascara, brows, and I'll be back. Here we are, and I have to say, this is a glam look. I really, really like this. Also, this lip color, this I mentioned in my low buy update. I bought this last month. This is the Smashbox Always On Liquid Lipstick in Boss Up. They describe this as a rosy terracotta, and I think that is a really good description. I love this shade. This liquid lipstick formula is amazing. It was only $12 at the Ulta 21 Days of Beauty full price. These are $24, but I have finished an entire one of these before in a different shade. Best liquid lipstick formula ever. This and Dose of Colors, my absolute favorites. And quick, let me just mention this because I did use a different brow product today. I will talk about these in my Ulta Points haul. I want to test everything out before I do the haul, but I bought these two because Andrea Mattiano recommended these. These are these brow pens that everybody's using. I've never tried anything like this, and to be honest, I've been pretty dissatisfied with how my brows look when I fill them in for a while. So I bought the Milani Weekend Brow. This is the shade Espresso. So I'm wearing this today, and I put on the Merit Brow Gel. So it's a pen like this. I gotta say, it's so fast. Like, you just go, go, go. I thought it was pretty easy, and I have to say, I like it. I think it looks pretty good. I also bought the NYX one because she recommended both, and I was like, you know what? I'm just gonna buy both so I can try them out. And I can't remember, she said one of these dries up faster than the other one. I don't remember which one that was. This is the NYX Lift and Snatch Brow Tint Pen. And then I got the shade Ash Brown on this one. This one's definitely a bit lighter. I like Espresso better. But yeah, the pen looks the same. So I have tried both of these. They seem pretty similar. This shade is just a bit darker and I kind of prefer that. But anyway, bit of a side note there. I love this whole look with the lip and everything in this palette. I have to say, I think it's fantastic. It's not as cool toned as you might think. Like this shade here is pretty warm toned. I know a lot of people wished this was more cool toned, but I think if it was very, very like gray cool toned, you know, it may not suit as many people. It's really more on the neutral side. But I like it. And I think the metallics are where it's at in this palette. I mean, I could easily use mattes from other palettes, but these shades are amazing. I love the look, love the lip color. So yeah, let us know, do you have this palette or any of the other Natasha Denona palettes? Check out the Reviving Old Palettes playlist if you do want to see more. Like I said, I'll list the products and my nail polish in the description box as usual. That is it. Thank you so much for watching and have a great day.